Do you believe the criticism is mainly a misunderstanding, or does it reflect a deeper structural problem in leadership failures or leadership issues?
I think it's I think it's leadership issues, Bobby. He said those who are complaining are ignoring, number one, the volunteer hours that are put in by thousands of Southern Baptists. I'm one of those. I know y'all are too. I volunteer just in Western North Carolina this past year, a little over a year ago, or right at a year ago now. I volunteered a week of my time going over there helping the disaster release and helping feed people. He said you're ignoring the students who've been trained or being trained by our seminaries. I'm one of those students, just as y'all are, been trained by. He said we're ignoring the people who are around the globe sharing the gospel. I've been on 8 or so international mission trips, have led the churches that I pastor to go on those. We're not ignoring those. I'm one of those. But I'm saying the problem is the leadership. And if something is not done, then there's not going to be an improvement in the cooperative program.
Yeah, he addressed this further when he sent out his email. He sent out a follow-up email after there was so much upheaval online, both on X, on Facebook as well, and possibly some other platforms as well. But he sent out an email, which was published by Baptist Press as well. And Warren, how did you feel like he had addressed the critics and the issues in that email when he sent that out?
I think he blamed us. I mean, he really did. He didn't, you said the word, and I keep repeating, I'm sorry, but you said the word, he's not here. He's deaf. He's not, it's not what we're saying. And I read a quote. Can I take 2 seconds? I'd like to read this, and I'm not sure who said it, but it's in one of the documents we've got here. But over the last 2 decades, now this is a direct quote, there has been a fundamental shift in the SBC to appropriate a more traditional top-down approach with the local churches. This perhaps captured even by the comment, cooperation means you surrender control to fellow Baptists. This is directly opposite to what is stated on the SBC website regarding cooperation. I mean, I can disagree with you in areas, but that doesn't mean what he's saying that it means. And we've never been a top-down organization.
Right.
I don't know if you two did, but when I was in school, I had to write a paper about why I was a Southern Baptist. And there were 2 things in that piece of paper. One, believe it or not, the top reason I stayed in the SBC was because of the cooperative program and the way we did missions. And the other was the divinely inspired word of God. And those 2 are not one better than the other. They were just, those were the 2 main points of my paper, that I am who I am and I am what I am because of the cooperative program. But when the 3 of us were coming through, the information was there. I mean, you could find it, like you said, Dwayne. We knew how many missionaries were on the field. We knew what they needed, and giving increased even in the 70s when money was so tight and interest rates were at all-time highs when you borrowed money. If you go back that far, CP didn't suffer like this. Nothing approaching that. We still gave our money to our church. Did we give as much money? No, because we weren't making as much money. But as far as the support of the CP, we didn't bring missionaries home in the 70s that I remember. I mean, I was a youngster, but I don't remember it. And I was in a CP giving church.
That we had an upward direction in missionaries, both on North American continent and also internationally. Now, Dwayne, one of the accusations that he makes is that the people who put his report up online just put up edited clips which presented inaccurate claims that made it appear that he was saying something he wasn't saying. Thus, as we referred to, he sent out a link to the full report and also a transcript for people to look at. You've already stated that you looked at that and looked at it repeatedly. Do you feel like he was being misrepresented? What is your feeling about that? Are the critics just being misunderstood?
I don't think the critics are being misunderstood. I think, well, apparently he's misunderstanding, so I'll put it that way. No, Bobby, as I already said, from the moment I heard him say what he said live, and then remember, and I immediately after he went off, I texted you and I said, because I was thinking maybe you were listening to it live. I said, this was my impression. Did you hear the same thing? And that's when you told me you didn't listen to it live. So I went back that night and listened. Now, once he sent out his email on September the 26th, that did not clarify anything in my mind. As a matter of fact, it again reassured that what I heard was what I heard, and I received it, and that he was putting all the blame on people like me. So I immediately responded to his email. And I know some people also who have responded and have received a reply from him. I still have not received a reply. And I told him in that email, and I was very kind in it, but I said, look, it didn't do anything to help me see this in any different direction. And I beg of you to reconsider. And I even checked right before we got online today to make sure that I still haven't received a reply, and I haven't. And that's, it's sad because, I'm not the least bit convinced that I misinterpreted what he said.